hands, callous spine, bent in praise. Mama's voice cracked through the line. Son, I fell, don't let me die. But his laugh echoed over the floor, called her leech, nothing more. I said nothing, just walked away to find a pipe and end his say. They called it murder, I called it a vow. One man less, the loom still howls. My hands are red, but my heart won't bow. Forgive me, Mom, I made you a shroud. I'll bring blood to the altar, but no one hears. Stitch my shame through the fabric of years. I sleep with ghosts, I breathe their sin, but I'd burn again just to see you grin. God don't answer, but I still kneel for love so fierce it forgot to feel. The loom keeps turning, cell walls fade. I'll weave blankets for a bed I made. No one visits, no prayers said. Just thread and guilt, the life I've bled. Once I dreamed of gentle things, but vengeance gave my sorrow wings. I used to be kind, a boy full of sun. Now I see shadows in everyone. They say redemption's in letting go, but I still see her in the candles glow. I bring blood to the altar, but no one hears. Stitch my shame through the fabric of years. I sleep with ghosts, I breathe their sin, but I'd burn again just to see you grin. God don't answer, but I still kneel for love so fierce it forgot to feel. If it meant you'd breathe once more. I used to sweep the dust off showroom floors, kept my head down, just did my chores. Never stole, never lied, but they buried her with tears in her eyes. Now there's a child who calls me dad, with a heart too small for dreams to last. Insurance laugh said that's too bad, so I turned the key on what I had. A plastic gun, a desperate soul, one man kneeling in a broken roll, all for one shot to buy her time. And I knew that clock would soon strike mine. I bled my name on a courtroom page, cried out loud in a pawn shop rage. With crashing skies and a siren hymn, I screamed to God, but he never came in. Distorted hearts, electric sin, that storm Said you lost your way, now you'll be gone. But I wrote her name on the holding wall. Said you fight to breathe, no matter how small. 10 years gone, I still see that day, the way she waved through the glass and gray. She's got my old bracelet wrapped on tight, and I sleep in the dark, but she walks in light. I bled my name on a courtroom page, cried out loud in a pawn shop rage. With crashing skies and a siren hymn, I screamed to God, but he never came in. Distorted hearts, electric sin, that store lit up like a storm within. I left my soul at the register there for a bottle of hope and a pawn shop prayer. I left my soul at the register there for a bottle of hope and a pawn shop prayer. Used to lay bricks straight, hands clean, voice low. Mama blind, brother broke, so I carried it all. Then came her eyes, sky blue, boots worn. She slept in the room where the rats were born. He touched her skirt like he owned the sun, laughed at her fear, then spit and run. I watched from shadows, my fists turned black. That night I swore there was no turning back. I filled a can with gasoline. The match was quick, but not as mean as the screams behind that broken wall. God, forgive me if you still recall. Ashes on her pillow, blood on my sleeve. I burned it all for love, she had to leave. Smoke rose high but never reached the sky, and I still pray though no one's listening. Tonight she's gone, and all I've got is flame to spell her name. I used to believe in second chances, now I bathe in fire and broken glances. The landlord's face still haunts my dreams, screamed like sin, like cracked concrete. She left before the sun returned, didn't see the town, didn't watch it burn. I hold her scarf like a holy book, sleep in the shirt she never took. I left a man dying, couldn't pull him free. A neighbor I knew, a ghost like me. I carry that weight like a nail in bone. I did it for love, but I'm still alone. Ashes on her pillow, blood on my sleeve. I burned it all for love, she had to leave. Smoke rose high but never reached the sky, and I still pray though no one's listening. Tonight she's gone, and all I've got is flame to spell her name. ashes on her pillow, I whisper her name. Fire don't bring love back, it only leaves a stain. I wore that old security coat, snuck past the wards where the pale lights float. 12 million to save a man who raised me, but no one picks up when the poor go crazy. My hand shook at the rusted lock, a prayer in my throat, a thief by the clock. I told myself it's not for me, but the mirror just wouldn't let me be. I used to smile, I used to sing. Now I count sins more than anything. Each footstep echoed like a bell in that hallway between heaven and hell. I brought the blood back home in shame, dropped to my knees, whispered his name. No angels came, no curtain fell, just my mother's tears and the hospital smell. And though I stole, I didn't run. My hands were warm, but not from the sun. They called me thief, but they didn't know. I just wanted to buy him one more tomorrow. She still keeps his cup on the windowsill and says I'm good even if the world never will. They broke my ribs, I never screamed, only silence in dreams where my father still breathes. The cameras caught me frame by frame, but not the part where love wears shame, where sons break laws to mend old lungs and sing hymns no choir ever sung. There's no savior in this town, just tired saints and beds nailed down, and a boy with dirt beneath his nails, wiping off guilt in the midnight gale. I brought the blood back home in shame, dropped to my knees, whispered his name. No angels came, no curtain fell, just my mother's tears and the hospital smell. And though I stole, I didn't run. My hands were warm, but not from the sun. They called me thief, but they didn't know. I just wanted to buy him one more tomorrow. I wasn't born bad, but this world taught me how to crawl for good things. And sometimes the holy things bleed first. I brought the blood back home in shame, dropped to my knees, whispered his name. He didn't wake, but I still pray, though no one listens in this place of gray. And if I'm damned, then let it be, for love is louder than their decree. They called me thief, but they didn't see that night I was everything he asked of me. I used to patch cracks in concrete walls. Now I patch the cracks inside my chest. She was 17, too kind for this world. I came home late, she wouldn't speak, just wept. I held the silence like a blade in my hands. No court would listen, no one gave a damn. So I bought my way into his life, smiling through clenched teeth that night. You ever kneel in church with blood on your shoes? Say a prayer but God just walks past you. I brought that man down in the middle of the street, and for a second her pain looked like peace. Now the walls in my cell are thin as my sleep. I dream of her laughter before she went weak. I know I broke the only rule I had, but tell me, what would you do if it was your dad? I ain't no hero, I ain't no saint, but I'd burn the sky if it eased her pain. I lost myself when I saw her fall. Now I hear that bastard's name in every wall. Distorted guitar scream louder than guilt. My hands still shake, but I know what I built. She don't smile, but she breathes, and I'd do it again. For her, for me. They say the devil wears your face when you snap, but hell's been quiet since I crossed that map. I sleep with her hoodie folded near my side. Still smells like lilacs and stormy nights. My mama don't speak of what I've done. She just plays dumb and holds her tongue. But I catch her eyes at the edge of grace, and I see she knows, she sees my face. I ain't no savior, I ain't clean, but I bleed again just to wash her screams. You call it murder, I call it love. Call it justice from the hands of one. Distorted guitars and thundering drums. A brother's rage can't be undone. She don't laugh, but she sleeps, and I die again. For her, for me. One life traded for a little peace. One prayer whispered no God could keep. But she's alive, that's enough for me.